Alright, I'm going to make one more today, I think. I have some other video plans, but maybe tomorrow. Today's Thursday, Friday. This is Kyle from allmediareview.blogspot.com with my H2O. Maybe this is my new prop. I'm supposed to drink. They said 80 ounces or 4.5 of these a day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm thinking maybe more like 3. Anyway, I want to talk about, because I just talked about Subterranean Masquerade's new record, The Great Bazaar. Another new record that just came out in the last few weeks called Hotel. The album's called New World Sundown. It's from Hotel the Laughing Tree, the Long Island. At one point I thought they were from Brooklyn or somewhere in upstate New York, but I believe now they've been in Long Island, New York for a number of years. The second full-length LP. They put out the Mammoth Skin EPs in 2014 and 2012. Which you could actually view those two as like a full length, I suppose. And there's some really good tracks on those. But I love their debut album, Tearing Everything After, so much that I kind of viewed them as sort of an iconic band in my mind. No, they're so obscure, but it was such a addictive record that I wanted to hear their next full length most. And they're very proud of this new record. It's called New World Sundown. I guess I will just tell you as far as my feelings about it. I enjoy it a lot. I don't skip any tracks. There are definitely some tracks I prefer over others. Comparing it to Tearing Everything After, or the Mammoth Skin EPs, I don't know if you could call it a little more stripped down, more kind of just pure song oriented in some ways. Not necessarily not progressive, but maybe progressive in different ways. But I guess just listening, I'm just cheating here because I have it pulled up on my blog. My favorite songs, if I had to choose a couple favorites, would be the hook. The hook, especially in Aging Archimedes, is catchy. And that song in general. The General's Girl right after that little riff, dun, 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 is that would actually fit on Tearing Everything After. That's very classic Hotel the Laughing Tree. I would say that the last 3 tracks all stand out. I always look forward to hearing those. Temple Arms, Stray, and In a River in the Woods. And it features a lot of A.J. Estrada's sort of emotional vocals. The vocals are always sung up front, which I like about them. They never really take a back seat, and they do include vocal harmonies. Maybe not as much as on some of the other music, but still enough. I really love the organ parts. Still on this record, and so there's still a blues element, but again, they've definitely evolved as a band in a good way, I would say, for the most part, since Tearing Everything After. And that I guess I don't hear as much of the blues rock as that you did at points on that record, but maybe more folk and more sort of stories, or I'm not sure what the best way to really describe how different it sounds, but Howlin' Lessons is the first single they released, and they put a couple other up after that, and then now it's available to stream in full. But Pyramid Song, Duo is one of those kind of danceable, almost like retro sounding tracks, if I recall. Could be like a 60s pop, or it has some horns, if I recall. So the first couple songs, Brussels, Crook and the Gold, the first 4 tracks actually I'd say are consistent. It's really weird to hear them individually now. I'm so used to hearing them together, Brussels and Crook and the Gold. So, but I'm not going to be able to go that much more into details because I didn't write a lot of notes down like I would have liked to. But I just say that New World Sundown from Hotel the Laughing Tree, certainly a good follow-up, if you want to call it a follow-up from Tearing Everything After, or their 2 EPs, the Mammoth Skin EPs. And I would say it's among the best records so far in the early or mid, the first third of the 2014-2015 season. And I should have some more on it when I can do a mid-season list. But yeah, I'm not sure I can rightfully and honestly say that I like it more than their debut album, Tearing Everything After, but it's hardly disappointing. It's definitely one of those records they put a lot of thought and time into. You can tell, and they waited. They probably could have released it a year ago, and they decided to put some of those songs on the second Mammoth Skin EP instead. And I think for good reason, because it's a very cohesive record. So But check it out if you like Hotel the Laughing Tree or The Deer Hunter or, I don't know. Bands that are sort of towing the line, quote unquote, college or indie rock and with progressive elements. The organ parts in this album, I think, stand out as much, if not more, almost like a Hammond B3 sort of thing. I mean, not like Deep Purple exactly, but I think those are some of my favorite moments among many others.